Hi, welcome to my channel, and if you have already subscribed or watched any of my previous videos, then I should say welcome back. So this year's, that is 2020, the exam of NEET Super Specialty is over, the results are out and the counseling starts tomorrow. But I just wanted to discuss the cutoff scores of 2020 and compare them with the cutoff scores of 2019. Well, for a person who's got rank 1, 10 or 50, does the cutoff score matter? No. I think cutoff score matters for those people who could not prepare very well and got a rank somewhere in between, or they have a rank of 300 or 400 or 500 out of 900 or 1000 candidates. Because the cutoff score is, let's say there were this many candidates, 1000 candidates. So the person with rank 500 is somewhere here, right? Person with rank 500 is somewhere here. So whatever score he or she got, whether it's 150 or 200 or 250, that is going to be the cutoff score, because half the people have got scores below him or her and half the people have got scores above him or her. So that is the cutoff score, and these people can participate in the counseling and these people cannot participate in the counseling. So it's always half the number of candidates who are allowed for counseling and half people are not allowed in the counseling because they are below the 50th percentile and these are above the 50th percentile. So the 50th percentile is the score attained by the person in the center, in the mid of the ranks. That is the median. That is the median score. So let's take a look at which branches have got a decrease in the cutoff scores this year. It's hand surgery, head and neck surgery, and surgical oncology. So in hand surgery, we saw a drop of 5 marks in the cutoff from 186 last year to 181 this year. In head and neck surgery, we saw a drop of 46 marks in the cutoff from 264 last year to 218 this year. And surgical oncology also had a drop in the cutoff scores from 222 to 188. That's a drop of 34 marks in the cutoff. I think it's probably because this year they mixed ENT, OBG and everything in the feeder subjects. So a lot of people said that they found the part 1 of the exam quite difficult and therefore everyone's performance comes down and obviously cutoff score also comes down. Now in this one you will see why the cutoff score is important. Let's look at pediatric surgery. Last year the cutoff score is 175. So a lot of people, and since some seats go vacant in pediatric surgery, so there might be some people who are ready to take any seat of pediatric surgery anywhere, and they were aiming for a score of 180, 190, 200, and they must have thought to themselves last year that okay, the cutoff score of pediatric surgery is 175. If we score 180, 190, obviously because some seats go vacant, we can take that seat and we'll get to do MCH. But then this year the cutoff score is 237. So the person who appeared for pediatric surgery and performed his exam in such a way that he attains a score of 200 or 210 is not eligible for counseling this year until and unless the cutoff score drops to below that person's score. So the cutoff score varies every year, but then for some subjects there's only a very slight variation. Like in endocrine surgery, it's a rise of only 6 marks from 212 to 218. GI surgery, it's 191 to 196 this year. That's a score difference of 5 marks in the score. And neurosurgery, 153 last year and 165 this year, so a rise of 12 marks. Pediatric surgery, like I mentioned, a rise of 62 marks. Plastic surgery, last year it was 151 and this year's cutoff is 166, so there's an increase of 15 marks. And urology, last year it is 165 and this year it is 192, so there's an increase of 27 marks. And vascular or CTVS, 191 last year and 2005 this year. 205 this year, so that's an increase of 14 marks. in urology last year, there was something like 2000 something candidates, or was it 3000? I forgot. But the person who took the last seat was somewhere around 1100 something rank. So let's suppose that that person had a score of 180 last year, let's suppose. Then what's his what he was eligible for urology last year, but this year if he had given the same performance this year, he would have got less than the cutoff. So his score would be one less than the cutoff, so not eligible for counseling this year. So take a deep look into the cutoff scores of the various subjects and plan which subject to appear for depending on your level of dedication or the amount of time that you can put in to prepare for MCH, because not everyone can, give in adequate amount of time. A lot of people have other commitments like family, work, whatever in their life. And so if you want to do any MCH, there are some people, okay? There are some people who are ready to do any MCH. So pick the subject with the lowest cutoff scores and go for that. Don't go for pediatric surgery just thinking that it's so easy, you can get 180 and get any seat. No, it's not going to happen. This year it has risen to 237. Yes. And like in surgical oncology, there might have been people who must have roughly calculated their scores in their head after the exam and thought, okay, I think I'll get only around 200 or 190, and must have been disappointed. But after the results were announced, they must be happy because they are well above the cutoff scores and they do have a slight chance in getting a seat, a government seat, which were left vacant by the rank holders ahead of him or her. There are some MCH seats in private colleges which are way too expensive for a lot of people to afford, and so they go down to much lower ranks, and some DNB seats which are less preferred by a lot of people, and they also go down to quite a low rank. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and in the subsequent videos I'll probably you know describe for each surgical branch the scores attained by rank 1, rank 10, rank 100, rank 200, and the total number of candidates that appeared in 2020. So stay tuned for that, subscribe to the channel, and thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day.